What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing the Pantera walk. This is going to be in standard D. I'm going to go ahead and leave you a tuning reference and also the tuning below. At the end of this video, I'm also going to be going and doing this in standard D real quick, just a run through real slow, just in case you learn this in standard D. You can follow me in standard D, learn it while you're in standard E, but then you can put it all together. Have faith, because at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and put it all together for you. This is a lesson request video, and so let's go ahead and grab your acoustic or electric and we'll get started. Okay, let's start off with the tuning real quick. So this tuning is not actually standard D. They actually tune between standard D and C sharp. But to make this video easier and everybody can get to what I'm doing, we're going to just put this in standard D. So here's the notes for standard D that we're using. 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. And mine might be a little out of tune already because I don't normally tune in this tuning or keep this guitar in this tuning. That's another thing. If you're just going to tune this song for this lesson, don't forget to tune your guitar back up to what it's normally used to. You can tune down for this lesson, but if it's normally used to being standard E, put it back up to standard E. Once again, lesson is taught in D, standard, and then if you're playing this in standard E, learn it the way in standard E, but as I'm teaching it in D. I know that's confusing. And then at the end, I'll put it in one time through with standard E guitar. Okay, so to start with, we got the intro riff. So the intro riff starts off with an open 6th string. And then again. And right after you hit it, we go into that note on the 1st fret of with the 1st finger or the 2nd, depending. I'll talk about that. On 1st fret, 6th string. What we're doing here is it's going to go open E, technically open E, open 6, open again, and right after you hit it, you got to hit this note and bend it. We're going to pluck the fret 1, normal, give it a bend like you're going to fret 2, but you're bending to fret 2, so it's a half bend, and then right back down to the normal note. Notice it's natural sounding. Bend, natural. Now if you're just trying to use your finger and pull down on it, one thing you can do is use your thumb a little bit on the back and pull your wrist up, I guess, towards the neck while you're bending down on that finger. Notice my knuckles. Notice how everything kind of moves, even my elbow a little. I can use that a little bit to snap it down. Now if that 1st finger isn't strong enough, you can use your middle finger, same idea. The idea is you just want to get that note out of it, so it's going to go like this. So it's technically 1, 2, 3, 4 movements. So we got the open E again, pluck, 3, 4. Technically 5 if you want to bring it back down. So we got this. Now that's obviously really slow looking, so it's really like this. You can even just practice this bend part. Okay, so let's keep going. So we got this so far, just to put in perspective. Open 6. Open 6 again, right into the bend. Okay, now we come back into the open note. And then the bend. Sounds a lot better with the distortion on, so we got this. That's going to happen 7 times, guys. So on the 7th time, we're going to change what we're doing here. So we got this. Let me put that together. Open twice, going into the bending part 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to hit that open note. And we're going to get into those bends. Let me put that all together one time through now. And actually, you know what, there is no open at the end before you go into slide. It's just a bend. And then we go into that slide part. So, scratch that last open note if I put it in there. Sorry. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go into this bend part that we need to talk about. This bend, what's going to be going down is we're going to be starting around fret 3. This is more of a feel. You got to understand what happens with these slides. Before we even get into what frets we're sliding into and out of, I want you to understand the feel of this type of slide. You want to be loose on this bend. I'm sorry, this slide. I just woke up. So this slide, what you want to do is when you pluck, you don't want to drag your hand as far as you can and as hard as you can up or down. You're just going to kind of get a burning sensation on that finger and you're going to use a lot of energy. What you want to think is slick, smooth as possible. When you pluck this string, let's say on fret 3 of the 6th, you want to be smooth about it. Use as little energy as possible to get to where you want to go and going backwards. Okay, so what you want to do is let's just run it from 3 up to 12 and back with one pluck. Now, when you slide, notice how my hand stays the same the whole way through. It doesn't do this. I've seen my students sometimes, they'll like let the finger do the work but drag it behind both directions. You want to think of the hand as moving as one unit, if you will, or one whole piece. Don't let one part go this way and the other one that way. So what you're doing here, notice once again, use as little as energy as possible, forward and back. So once you get that idea, once again, you're pushing as light as possible to just enough to get the note. So what we're going to do, the slide starts off with fret 3 to 12 and back. Once you get to 3 again, you slide all the way up to 17 on the 6th string and back to 3. So we got this. Once again, you achieve this by being light on the finger. Think light on the finger. You want to be light on that finger. And you pluck it once you get back to 3 to go to 17. So one pluck up. And again when you get to 3 to 17. So that is everything for the beginning. Let's put it together. And actually, yeah, that's everything. We're going to do that twice before we go into the next riff. So here's everything so far. That's one, and I know I messed up a little, sorry about that, but you get the idea. And then again. That's everything. Now notice that's slow. If anything, keep it that way. If you need to do it slower or work on that slide slower, work on it slower. It's not a big deal right now. What's a big deal is making sure you're accurate. So once again, slide. Just work that. If you only can get the 3 to 12 part, work on that for a little bit. Notice how I'm getting the emphasis on the up part. It kind of goes a little faster and slows down at the end. Got it? Okay, so now let's go into the next section. So we got... What is the next section? Let me see here. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. I remember where I'm at. So, okay, so we're going to do the same idea as the first part, but we're going to add a little taste at the end. A little bite, if you will. So we got that so far. So same thing, open, open, pluck fret 1, bend, come back out of it, open on the 6th. Okay? Now, we're going to give it a palm into a chord. So what we're going to be doing here is palm. We're going to be palm muting the 6th string. And the way you do a palm, if you're not familiar, I'll do it real quick. Use the side of the hand right here where the pinky is. You're going to keep plucking So you get that hum, and you get that hum right here at the back of the bridge, right before it hits that saddle. Okay, so you're going to find it right here, that sweet spot, okay? So, what you're going to do is you're going to pluck it once, palm muted, down. Then you're going to go to fret 3 on the 5th string, 1 fret up, 2 fret up, 1 string up, fret 5 with the 3rd finger. Pluck those 2 notes. Strike them down a little forceful. 6th string is muted, so we got this. Palm mute. Right there. Then we're going to go back into the original riff. Palm mute. Now, fret 1 of the 5th string, 1 fret up, 2 fret up, 1 string up, which is fret 3 of the 4th string, 5th string, 4th string, together, power chord. 6th string muted. So we got this so far. Put those together. We got. Okay, now the last part, once again, back into this. Palm mute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bar the 5th string and the 4th string on the 1st fret. So finger 1 and 1, but you're going to flatten it. The way you do this is you're going to be using the side of the finger, more where the bone is, where you're going to be pressing down at. So you're kind of rolling onto the side right there, instead of the fat part. Now if you use the fat part, that's okay, but you want to make sure your thumb positioning is in a comfortable spot where you can get that pressure you need to get those 2 notes down. So we got this for the 3rd note, palm mute. Okay, so let's put that all together. Okay, so now we're going to go into this. So, now for that part's a little tricky. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do starting off with 3 palm mutes. Okay? Fret 1, fret 3 of the 6th string, 1 fret up, 2 fret up, 5th string. So, 6th string, 5th string. 3 palm mutes, into that. Okay? 1 pluck there. Palm mute as you transfer over to fret 3 and 5. 3 on the 6, 1 fret, 2 fret, 5 on the 5. Palm mute open again on the 6th. Sorry, I'm just running this through in my head, make sure I have it right too. So fret, now fret 4 on the 6th, fret 6 on the 5th, and back. Palm mute, 3 and 5, 3, 5, 1 and 3. Okay, so we got. And again. So the first time around they only do it once, so it's just. And then back into. Okay, and I'll put that all together, but that's the idea, and I know I rushed it. I don't like my videos to be too long, but I hope I give you guys enough detail. So let me put that all together for you real slow. I'll run it through one time, then we'll put it all together at the end, and we'll get it ready to wrap up. So we got this. That's one time, then it goes back into. And that's everything right there. So, now the things I want to focus on before we wrap it up is things to help you get better with this riff. Palm muting. First of all, let's talk about palm muting. If you're not used to just doing down strikes, this is going to be a hassle for you to gain speed. What you want to do is you want to just practice just down picking with that palm mute for a while. And we can put this in a rhythm with a metronome, but we're not going to do it today. What I want you to concentrate on is just down plucking constantly. Do that for a minute. Find a rhythm, And as fast as you, if it's as fast as you can go as this, do that. But what you don't want to do is strike the strings and force it out of you. You want to relax and palm you. You need to build muscle. Think of this as like weightlifting or working out. If you do this for a minute a day, you're going to get stronger with it. That's what you're going to focus on, okay? You're just going to do that. So that's the first thing I would recommend you do. That'll build up this. Okay? So the second thing is you need to take this second part slow and just do that part over. Maybe even the transfer part. Just that part. Do that over and over and over and over until you get it. But the more important part would probably be this part. What I'd recommend you do is just practice just right here. That. Just do that over. Get used to that transition if you have trouble with it. Then you can work on. Okay? Or you can even just mix it up and try figuring out things that work for your hands like this. If you're just working on that transition and that palm mute, break everything off and just work on just that. But the idea is you want to make sure you're working on it where you're progressing with it. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over if you don't feel it's helping you. You can also contact me and I can help you put it all together. So let's put this the whole riff together one time through from the beginning, and we'll start wrapping this up. So it's gonna go like this. Where am I? I am. Okay, so we got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, and one time through standard E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's it for this guitar lesson video. Hope you enjoyed it as always. And if you need more help with this song, other songs, or if you feel stuck in your guitar playing, I'm a Skype guitar instructor, and you can learn more about that at mountainsideguitar.com. And you can also read what some of my current students have to say through their testimonials taking Skype guitar lessons with me. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next guitar lesson video.